Hello, Kat Miller here. I hope you are having a beautiful week. In this video, I am sharing with you how to get your content to convert higher by appealing to multiple motivational drivers. In fact, there's 7 motivational drivers that I've identified. Working as a coach for many years and working with coaches for so many years, I've noticed some patterns, and there are multiple ways there are multiple reasons why people buy. But what I've really identified is if you're a coach and you're a woman and you are working with people when it comes to transformation, there are really 7 main motivational drivers that I want to share with you. So grab a pen and a notebook or open up a document and make some notes. And this is going to be really fun. So let's dive in. This is for you if you want to inspire more people to take action on your content without coming across as manipulative or forceful. You want it to do it in a very elegant way and in a authentic way. And it works for you if you're a beginner in content, if you're intermediate, if you're an advanced, anywhere along the stage in that journey. If you want to sign up more clients using your content, then you're in the perfect place. So this is for you if you're ready to really transform your content so that it deeply resonates with your ideal clients. If you've ever poured your heart and soul into creating a piece of content and it just hasn't really worked, you feel like it hasn't connected with your audience, or you've put out an offer and it hasn't led to people responding and reaching out to you, or if you've ever put out an email and people haven't replied, then this can really help you if you can add this into your content. If you have an understanding of the key drivers that your ideal audience has, because we work with multiple different types of people. We were kind of told to just speak to one person, and I understand why a lot of people teach this. But the truth is, with our content, we are speaking to multiple types of people, and everyone has different motivational drivers. Everyone's driven by different things. So I want to go through all of these 7, and you'll start to identify your ideal clients within these 7 and which ones that you can really dial up in your content so that it really lands with the right people. One common stumbling block that people have when it comes to their content is they don't know how to inspire action. They don't know how to move people, whether that's inspiring people to join their workshop or sign up for their lead magnet or come to their book in for a free strategy session, or actually buy your offer if you're making a direct offer on social media. Every person has their own unique drivers, and these are the underlying psychological forces and factors that impact why people will act. Sometimes I think sometimes I think we were taught that we become a coach and we just share great tips and people are going to want to sign up as clients. And that's not the case. If we're just putting out tips and we're just sharing our advice and we're just kind of trying to show our knowledge and showcase our expertise online, it's usually not enough. We actually have to transform minds. And this happens at a psychological level, at a subconscious level. And when it comes to creating content that's compelling, that really compels people, specifically, it's about understanding how to change our approach in order to really increase the likelihood that someone's going to take action. And there are lots of reasons why people take action. But in my last 19 years of being in business, these are the 7 core reasons. These are what I see on a day-to-day basis in the coaching world. I have so many conversations every week with coaches, and these are the 7 common patterns. By the way, if you are here watching us live, could you just drop a hashtag live into the chat box? I really appreciate it. And it's always good to know you're here. I always love to hear your thoughts. So please do interact. Please pop your thoughts into the chat box and make it an interactive session. I always really want to hear from you. And I always go back and read all the comments afterwards. And if you're watching the replay, just pop a hashtag replay. That would be amazing. So, by the way, you can still create really compelling content as your true authentic self while you learn some of these techniques and while you learn these various motivations and different influence strategies. You can still do it in a very authentic way. It's really important to me that the techniques and the principles that I share are based on human psychology. They're based on timeless principles that actually positively change someone's life, improve someone, and take them on that journey of transformation. And so this is for you if you want to grow your audience, reach more people, have a bigger impact, and be able to inspire more action. Because the better you do this in your content, the better you can do this, the less you have to sell as much, like in your sales calls, because your content does the job for you, and it makes your sales calls easier, more enjoyable. Like when people jump into my strategy sessions, I can just go straight into selling, or helping them out, or making an invitation, or just connecting with them as a human, because they've already consumed a lot of my content, so they understand the principle, and it doesn't feel like selling. Most of the time when people buy my program or sign up to my group coaching or work with me one-on-one, it doesn't feel salesy. It doesn't feel hard. It feels very natural, because a lot of people have already consumed a lot of my content. It also helps you provide more value to your clients, and be able to get your clients better results, which is going to help grow your business long term as well. So when you're really strategic with your content, you can use it to motivate people to overcome the reasons that are stopping them going to the next step. Like if you think about it, your ideal clients aren't taking that next step for a reason. There's a block there, right? And so it's really important when we share content, we don't just share information. We don't just share how-to tips, but we share content that actually helps people overcome those blocks, overcome those limiting beliefs that are actually holding them back, and that transforms their thinking. It's a completely different way of doing things. And it's about creating quality, not having to pump out endless pieces of content. Like it's not about just be top of mind and just pump out content. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do endless, long, hard sales calls. When you understand influence and you can do it elegantly, which is the way I always teach, and authentically, you can make money forever. It is the skill that can make you money forever. And it replaces having to do all those old school ways of doing marketing, like networking. And I had a lady ask a question in my workshop yesterday. She was like, do you have to do content, or can you just like build a business on word of mouth? And I said, you can build a business on word of mouth. Some people, that's all they do. The reason why I don't build my business just on word of mouth is because it's kind of out of my control. Like I'll do everything to look after my people, but I don't want to kind of be pressuring them for testimonials and referrals all the time. Like I have a system for that, but that's only one part of client attraction out of the many different ways that you can attract clients. And the reason I wouldn't just be doing word of mouth is because you've got no control over it. So I like to do things where I'm actually in control of my business, and I'm doing everything that I can and being really intentional to make sure that I'm attracting people and I'm out there and I'm talking about what I'm doing, because it's great. It's great stuff. I really trust that people get results with my program because I see it all the time. I see people getting transformations with the work that we do together. And so I want to be sharing as much as I possibly can and not just waiting for people to send me clients. People do send me clients, but it's one way of doing things. We also don't want to be just relying on networking. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be traipsing all around town to all different networking events and go home with these contacts or business cards. I mean, I did that years ago. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to be home or doing things that I want to do. I don't want to be out there putting out brochures. I don't want to be doing cold outreach. I don't want to be doing those kind of tactics. So when you have this skill, you don't have to do that. It's a new way of marketing that doesn't involve cold DMs or shouting at people, which a lot of people are doing and scaring people away. So let's talk about how to do it. Let's talk about elegant influence. So one aspect of this, of elegant influence, is understanding motivational drivers. Our subconscious mind, when it comes to decision making, it's always working out the answer to this question: how can I get away from pain and move towards pleasure? And so the key to influencing people elegantly is helping them to get away from pain and move towards pleasure. So how do we actually help them weigh the likelihood of success against the risk of failure and the cost of that failure if they do what we're suggesting? So what stops people from taking action on what you're offering is often a fear of having more pain and less pleasure, right? So your job as an expert is to lay out the elevated side of pleasure and the decreased risk of pain. So just always think people are motivated to take action based on more pleasure and less pain. So here are the 7 drivers that give people more pleasure and less pain. Number 1, the first driver is achievement. Achievement is all about accomplishment. It's all about success and mastery. So people who are driven by achievement are motivated by this passion for expertise and feeling intelligent and smart and capable and competent and achieving their goals. So you've probably met these people where they're very goal driven, they know what they want, they go after it, very driven, achievement. They use words like achievement, accomplishment, success, mastery, intelligence. Number 2 is belonging. This is a desire to belong to a community or a tribe, to have social connection, to have that real sense of unity and harmony, to have a lot of bonding and trust in relationships. And people that are really driven by this, they're motivated by a sense of community and teamwork. As I'm going through these 7, by the way, just really be thinking about your ideal client and what is driving them. What are some of the key motivational drivers for them? It could be all 7, but there could be ones that stand out. Like, for example, if you're a health coach, they're going to be slightly different to a relationship coach versus someone working in the business space or the financial space. They're usually different drivers that are stronger. Most humans have all 7 of these drivers, but the way they show up for you as a coach, this is what I want you to really think about. The next driver is growth. So this is the desire to learn new things, to improve, to progress, to get that sense of constant improvement. And you'll know these people because they are always in learning environments. They're the people that come to my workshops every single time. And they come, I mean, my workshops, most of my workshops are at least 2 hours, if not all day. So those people, I know growth is a really high value for them. And so in my marketing, I talk a lot about growth, growing your numbers, growing your Facebook group, growing your email list, growing your number of followers, increasing your bank account, becoming more skilled, becoming more knowledgeable. It's that aspiration to constantly improve. Number 4 is impact. This is the desire to influence people, to make an impact, to make a positive change, to make a really meaningful difference in people's lives, often to be a leader or to be a thought leader and really affect change. And people with this driver, they're really motivated to help transform people's lives. They have a motivation to serve, which is often driven by a motivation of empathy and compassion for people, and they really want to make that change. Number 5 is independence. Independence. This is the need for autonomy and freedom and the ability to take responsibility for your own choices. And sometimes it can even be a little bit of a desire for that kind of making it by yourself, that and because we all have the need for belonging because we're social creatures as humans, but we all also have that need of wanting to do things our own way and be unique and be special and be different and be free from the rules sometimes. The next one is recognition. And this is really that need for acknowledgement and praise and validation. And this drive is really fueled by a desire for approval and acknowledgement from others. And my partner often tells me, because we were talking about love languages and how we're both really high with quality time and words of affirmation, but we actually dug into the details of words of affirmation because we're different when it comes to what we need in our words. So some people need a lot of encouragement and just people telling them they're doing a great job. my partner, Tim, he said, when it comes to words, I kind of need to know that what I delivered was what the person wanted. So you can see we're all very different with what drives us. Like he wants to know that he's done a great job and that the job is exactly what that person wants. So recognition is often that validation. And then the final one is security. Security is the need for safety and protection and predictability and reliability. People with this driver, they seek reassurance and that sense of stability. So those are the 7. I'm just going to sum them up: achievement, belonging, growth, impact, independence, recognition, and security. There are other motivational drivers, but these are, like I mentioned, these are the ones that I find in most coaching circles. Hey, Gaina, great to have you here. Hey, Laura. Hey, Butter, good to have you here. So what I would encourage you to do is think about your clients and what they're driven by. So, for example, for me, the people that I work with, they are definitely driven by growth. They want to feel that they're improving and growing. They want to see their numbers go up. They want their skills to go up. They're hungry for knowledge. They're hungry to learn. They want validation in their work. They want to know that they're on the right track. So something that I do with a lot of my clients is look at what they're doing in their content, and I filter these through. Laura was talking about this recently yesterday in our workshop, that she just really likes knowing that there's a community of people that are looking at her business and giving her that sense of, hey, I'm on the right track. This is working. I've got that support that I need from other people. A lot of people that I work with are really driven by the need for independence. They want freedom. They want to create their own economy. They don't want to rely on a man or a partner or a job for their security. They want to create it themselves. They want to have that lifestyle. They want the flexibility, meaning they don't have to go 9 to 5. They can work around their children or work around their lifestyle that they want. They really want that sense of security in themselves and not externally. A lot of people that I work with, they also want that real achievement feeling. They want to know, I've got a business that's successful and I know that I can make it. I can feel confident. I'm capable. They want to grow their skills so that they can be intelligent and feel that they are being recognized for the hard work that they're putting in, and feeling valued and feeling appreciated. So I really understand my ideal client because I've been working with them for so many years, and I see the traits that are the common traits of the people that I work with. If you're a health coach, you might want to think about, what is someone getting really healthy and in shape? What does that give them? For a lot of people, it's a sense of achievement. They also might want that sense of belonging, of being part of a community. That's a big part of a lot of group coaching programs, particularly when people are gathering with like-minded people who are all working through the same curriculum. This is what a lot of people tell me in my program as well, because you're getting inspired by your peers. And business can be quite lonely by yourself. Same with exercise, or same with sticking to an eating plan that's healthy, or, doing things that are a little bit adventurous, like pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. It's really nice to do it in a group. This is why sport can be so popular. As a health coach, you'll probably find a lot of people want growth. A lot of people want that sense of security, that they're looking after their health. So how can we tap into it using our content? If you're a relationship coach, a big part of it will be the belonging, that sense of belonging, that trust in their relationship. They might want unity, harmony, and peace in their home. I was just talking to one of my clients, Trish, about this. She's a parenting coach, and she helps people get on the same page as their partner when it comes to raising their kids with integrity. So we were talking a lot about in a circle call tonight about how, like, what are the things they don't want? They don't want to have fights over how to raise their children. They don't want to feel like this super strict disciplined parent, but they also don't want to lose respect for their child. So we can really start to dig into these motivational drivers and then put content out that appeals to them. Because what often happens is that we have our own motivational drivers that drive us, right? And maybe as I'm talking through all 7, you've identified yourself in some of these. And we often speak to our own motivational driver, as opposed to thinking, I'm talking to an audience that has multiple different types of drivers. And then we can start to really craft our words and craft our language in a way that really speaks to people, speaks to the right people, compels the right people, repels the wrong people. If you want to know how to do this, I dive so deep into this, and I give multiple ways that you can actually apply some of these principles into your content, how to use elegant influence and what I call brain-based content, which is using the 3 different parts of the brain to speak to people in your content in a way that hooks attention, maintains attention, and inspires someone to take action. So this is what I share with you in my 1-day workshop. I ran it yesterday. It was incredible. I had some amazing feedback. For those of you who are there, thank you for bringing your energy. It was so incredible. And I've got another one on Saturday, and this is the final one for the year. So at this workshop, I am sharing, let me just pull up, I'm sharing how to attract clients using your content so that you can really position yourself as the best choice online. I'm sharing a 4-week content plan that you can use, the strategy, 5 different types of content that you can use to create your content strategy in less than an hour. And we start actually building it out in the workshop so you can start using it straight away. How to build a trust and authority in your niche so that more people show up to your videos, more people come to your events and respond to your emails and your posts. How to really turn followers into clients. So how to build that desire for what you're offering without sounding inauthentic. You can do this all in a way that doesn't sound pushy. I'm actually sharing my structure, my 7-step attract formula structure, so that you can save a whole heap of time. I go through words that attract and repel, so that you can really understand the psychology that will help you to resonate with the right people. It is value packed. I do content makeovers, I do Q&A, you get to chat to other amazing women. Thank you for sharing, Laura. I appreciate that. Thank you. So if you'd like to find out more about it, there are only a few spaces left. I do keep these limited because I create an intimate environment where you actually get in personal feedback. So I limit it to 30 registrations. So if you want to know more about it, just drop the word workshop into the comments and I'll message you your free invite, or just DM me with the word workshop and I'll send you all the details. So just to recap, how to get your content to convert higher, speak to these different 7 motivational drivers, insert this into your content and watch it absolutely thrive. And remember, just reach out with the word workshop if you want to know more about it. So take care, my friends. Keep showing up, keep shining, keep sharing. The world is waiting for your words. Lots of love, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.